there, Coach Dan Long with Get Lean in 12, and we are live. Today, in this short video, I'm going to answer the question, is it necessary to avoid breads? Now, you can see some of these amazing breads I have here for you today. I'm going to go over these breads, but if you know a bread lover and you know someone who loves bread, how about take a second and go ahead and tag them in this video down in the comments below. Say hi to me, right? Tell me who you are, where you're from. I love to meet everyone that's out there, especially when I get a chance to go live with like this video I'm about to do on this bread here. So is it really necessary to avoid breads? I'm going to answer that question for you. First, let me tell you a little bit about me. My name's Dan Long. I've been in the fitness industry for over 20 years. I've been studying nutrition and fitness and doing what I love to help people like yourself achieve the body that they desire. Now, I've been blessed over those 20 years to learn so much information that I love to share with people just like you, and that's why we're going to talk about these breads today. Now, I want you to know I went through a serious custody battle for my two children that I have full custody for today to be able to pursue my passion for fitness and nutrition, to be able to do things like this today with you, and that's the reason why I'm blessed to be here. So thank you for being with me today. And also, I do want to let you know, I'm going to be sharing up at this link, okay? Do not click it just yet. Don't click it yet because you're going to miss this information. My wife, Nicole, she's an over 40 mother of 3 children. We're blessed. We have 2 beautiful girls and 1 boy that she's over 40, and it's been a very hard time trying to lose that stubborn fat that obviously when you have children, sometimes it can challenge you. Well, I'm blessed to say that I have the exact protocol that she uses and I use, being 44 years old, to help me combat and her combat that fat. And I'm going to share it with you at the end of this video. So just keep watching, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm going to answer some questions. Today I have, you can see here, this is a white bread, right? Probably one of your favorites. This here is a honey wheat bread. And then I also have Ezekiel, as you can see, Ezekiel muffins, which we love in our household. And I took some slices out for you to see the comparisons of the different types of bread that I have today. Now, with that being said, can you have this bread and still get the body that you desire? The answer, yes, but you strategically have to pay attention to the facts that I'm about to give to you, and also the tips at the end of this that you can use to still burn stubborn fat off 7 days a week, okay? So now, let's go over these facts. Fact number 1, white bread. White bread contains high GI, right? High glycemic index, which is one of the reasons why it spikes your insulin, right? It's full of refined white flour, which refined means that it comes from humans touching it, and they color it, they do things to it by processing it, and what happens to that? The insulin inside the body, because of these things, and it's hidden fillers. You have to understand, white bread, okay, white bread has hidden fillers inside of it also, triggering rapid release hormones inside of our body, right? That what? It triggers the sugars inside the body to retain fat. So those hormones inside the body, that's a lot of the reason why white bread makes us gain a lot of fat. But don't worry, I got something special for you. You're still going to be able to eat this if you do it like I tell you here in a second. All right, second is going to be fact number 2, wheat breads, okay? Wheat breads. Wheat breads contain high fructose corn syrup. Now, I know we've been told wheat breads are probably the bomb and you think they're the best thing ever. Well, I hate to break it to you, these are almost similar to white breads, only because, like you can see with this bread, it says honey wheat. Well, it's honey wheat, but there is still fillers inside this wheat bread. So the high fructose syrup that's inside here, and also those fillers, which are some nasty, unfortunately, possible things that could be as bad as chemicals inside these breads, are making you hold on to stubborn fat, okay? So that's the wheat bread. Now, the next best bread, which is the best I would recommend, is definitely Ezekiel. Now, Ezekiel bread, as you can see here, this is a muffin. This is an English muffin. I cut it in half for you so you can see the inside. I preferably love this, especially with some all-natural honey. little bit of my favorite, spread that's on there in the morning with my, I scramble up some egg whites sometimes. This is an amazing bread, and I'm going to tell you why. The facts of this bread is Ezekiel is a millet, right? A millet contains 15% protein. So this type of bread, Ezekiel bread, let me get a little close here. Ezekiel bread, as you can see that name there, okay? It contains 15% of protein, which is a huge bonus. It's high in fiber. It's also high in B complex vitamins. It also has vitamin E. It has essential amino acids inside this bread. Now, you can tell that's an amazing benefit, and it's also high in minerals. So if it's high in minerals and it has all these amino acids and it has all these other benefits, you probably would want to choose this most of the time. But I know you're looking at me right now saying, Dan, I love white bread, I love wheat bread, I love sourdough, I love French bread. The list goes on and on. Well, yes, you can have those breads if you follow these couple simple tips that I have for you right now. Tip number 1, stick to 1 or 2 slices and don't overeat in a 7-day work period. So this is a big slice, as you can tell, right? Now, if you're like me, I love to make sandwiches. And sandwiches is one of my favorite things to eat. But it requires usually 2 pieces of bread. Well, you can also cut the bread in half and make a half of a sandwich, or just try not to consume more than 1 to 2 pieces of this in a 7-day work week. All right? And if you do, skip some days. Don't do the days back to back. Tip number 2, allow yourself this treat 1 to 2 times a week only, right? Only if you exercise. Now, when I say exercise, I'm not talking about steady state cardio. When you do steady state cardio, it's not going to help escalate your metabolism to a point where you're going to burn off these type of breads. Now, Ezekiel, you can get away with it because it's going to be a little bit different because it's full of natural great grains and it's a millet and it's awesome. These have fillers, you have to understand, and it has refined flour, right? So how are we going to get rid of that? You have to do that with exercise, and it cannot be steady state cardio. It needs to be a high intensity cardio, with intervals and or training. So exercise, right? And it can be just as simple as 12 minutes a day or every other day. Okay, so if you have 12 minutes, stick with me here because I have something special for you. Now, tip number 3, use the high intensity protocol, right? Instead of the steady state cardio, but it has to be strategic. And it has to be specifically designed for the hormonal condition of people that are over the age of 35, like myself, and also my wife that has 3 children that obviously wants to stay in shape and don't want to look like you had kids, right? So that's one of the most important things. So these facts, these tips are important for you to stick with on your 7-day work week, okay? Again, white bread, yes. Wheat bread, yes. And Ezekiel bread, yes. French bread, sourdough bread, yes, but it has to be done strategically, and I just so happen to have exactly what you need today. The good news is this simple 12-minute metabolic movement system I want to introduce you to takes your favorite breads, right, and turns them into your fat-burning friend. Now, wouldn't you want to do that? If it only took 12 minutes and be able to eat this and stay lean and get ripped, would you do it? I know you would. This program is called the Over 40 Abs Solution that is geared for men and women over the age of 35, but really it's specifically designed for 40, 50, and 60-year-olds, okay? It uses the insulin spikes that we get from these breads, and it converts it into and boosts it into a metabolism burning machine, right after you do your 12-minute metabolic system that will give you exactly what you need to help you get the body that you desire. Now, this system is age-specific. It includes age-specific components, all right? The first one's called Lean 19. The tips that I'm giving here, right, inside that Lean 19, you're going to get a ton more tips that's inside that program called the Lean 19. That's also in part of the Over 40 Abs Solution. Now, also, you'll get a success tracker, and the success tracker helps you Fast Track, if you want to get started right away and you don't want to read all up to almost 100 pages inside the program, you can jump right in, print this off, and get started right away. And Success Tracker will actually help you get there even faster. The next thing is, for every single purchase of the Over 40 Abs Solution, we donate, which is the most amazing thing we do, we donate $1 to Living Water to help children and families in third world countries have running water. We take that for granted. I know I do sometimes, and this helps me remember. Here at Get Lean in 12, we've been blessed already to install 4 working wells to help children and families from all over the world in third world countries have 24/7 running water. That is something special that we want you to be a part of, because you have nothing to lose except for the belly fat. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you get a money back guarantee for 90 days, not 60, 90 days, not 89, 90 days. For 90 days, if you don't get what you want, if you don't lose the belly fat you want, and you don't get the body that you desire, guess what? 100% of your money, no questions asked, is 100% returned to you, and you can keep the program just for being amazing, because we want you to get the body that you desire. Now, with that being said, you have nothing to lose, okay? Let's get some belly fat off. Let's eat the breads that you desire. Don't forget, please tag a friend that loves bread. Hit a like, hit a heart, hit a share if you would. Please don't forget, down below, you can put your comments down below. You can ask any question you want. We'd be happy to answer those questions for you, and we'll get those answered right away. Now, here's the time. Click or tap this link that's right up above. It'll take you to the Over 40 Abs Solution that I'm talking about and give you that 12-minute metabolic high-intensity exercise program that will specifically design your body, if you're in your 40, 50, and 60, to get the body that you desire. I want to thank everyone. Don't forget, click this link. All right, right now is the time to click this link. I want to thank everyone from around the world for joining in on today's video. Don't forget to say hi, and I'll see you again, and keep going strong.